introducing myself, my name is Melisha Marie Womack. I'm 24 years old and I'm a pre-med chemistry major. I'm originally from Newport News, Virginia. However, I reside in Glen Burnie, Maryland at the time. I am the youngest of three, all of us being girls, and I'm a single mom to a 5-year-old boy named Elijah. Of all the places I've resided in Virginia, Maryland, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Out of all those places, I could honestly say my most memorable moment would be in Oklahoma and Missouri. That being because that's where I completed my training to become a U.S. Army soldier. The reason why that time is so memorable is because as a kid growing up, I got into a lot of trouble. I got into fights. I got kicked out of school, suspended. And eventually, me getting suspended led me into getting expelled. And when I got expelled, I was expelled from all Anne Arundel County schools. So there was no way that I could go about getting any type of help from an Anne Arundel County public school for my GED. That's when I went to AACC and I ended up getting my GED and moving forward and taking a class on my own. I actually started school when I was 17 and I didn't do well in college because I wasn't ready to really apply myself and I didn't have that discipline. But the reason why those two states are my most memorable moment is because, as I was explaining, as a kid, I got into a lot of trouble. And those are the two places where I actually went in, did the training that I planned on doing, and graduated. I never walked across the stage before. I never had the chance to excel in anything. I would always start something and never finish it. And with me going to the Army, I completed basic training and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to finish AIT. It was 20 weeks away from being from my family, from my son, no telephone. I didn't have a cell phone or anything. So I wasn't sure if I can complete it. But I feel like those are the two places, that memorable moment of walking across the stage showed me that I'm capable of doing anything. And it actually boosted my self confidence as a person. It made me stronger because I was away from the people who mattered most to me, and I still ended up succeeding and excelling in my trade. Now I am a CBRN, which stands for Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear Specialist for the U.S. Army, and I'm actually with the National Guard, so therefore my commitment is state and federal. And I feel like what was so memorable is because that's the time in my life where I gained so much. I grew so much as a person when I was at my weakest moments. I didn't have anyone to turn to. I didn't have anyone to call. I didn't have anyone I could cry to because crying was shame there. So it was where I had to be the strongest in my most weakest moment. And that's why that is my most memorable moment, my last 6 months at training. I would actually recommend anyone that's looking to get the discipline and also like grow as a person and realize their self-worth to go. If it's something that you feel like you can do, then you should definitely go. It's not as hard as everyone makes it seem. It's more of a mind thing, but it helps you as a person because it helped me grow. And now I feel like now that I'm back, I can join a college and go to school, and I actually have what it takes inside of me to actually complete my degree and go to residency and become an anesthesiologist. And that's my story. That's all I have.